right. Okay. Dawn, before we start, I don't know if you saw what I saw on social media the other day, but I came across a post of a video sharing a story. A woman was talking about how she was dating somebody, and all of a sudden he started calling her a different name.
Mm.
And of course, yeah, her first thought was, well, he must be cheating on me, right? Why in the world is he all of a sudden calling me a different name? Well, come to find out as the story progresses, she shares that she was actually pretty much an identical, match to the person he was in a previous relationship that passed away. So she looked identical to him or to her. And she realized, wait a minute, I can't be that person that you lost. So it was pretty heartbreaking to hear that, and dramatic, and all of these feels that I couldn't. It was pretty crazy. It was a pretty crazy story. So
Yeah.
there's a lot to unpack there. From a coaching perspective, what do you think is going on here? What do you think was happening?
All I can think of really is that maybe he's trying to replace his wife, and having trouble letting go. We do see that sometimes with widowers, where, they, if they had a really happy relationship, it's so hard to imagine life without that. And so it's almost like they try to recreate that person
Mhm.
again.
Right.
I think it's more with uh, happy relationships where they've lost somebody, more so than, of course, divorces, right?
Mhm.
So we do see it. Not to say that anybody who lost somebody had a healthy, happy relationship necessarily, but the ones that did, I find, um, really, really valued a lot of the traits that their partner had. And so they're finding it difficult to sometimes move forward, or don't know if, can I find somebody like this?
Right.
So it's kind of helpful to know that we can be attracted to all different types of personalities. And,
Yes.
you know, that's the
Yeah.
exciting part. So I think, while we want them to embrace their feelings and try to work through some of their emotions, and I think it's necessary to if you feel like crying, embrace those emotions. That's part of the healing process, and know that you don't have to forget this person, that you can just really appreciate the memories that you had, and that's what brought you to this moment now, where moving forward, there may be something that you say, gee, I think I'd like somebody maybe a little more social or a little more communicative, or. So I do hear that from people. While I had a happy relationship, my husband was rather quiet, or my wife was a homebody. I want someone to travel with now. So there's hope, that they are
Absolutely.
thinking about, okay, I could look at somebody a little different, and doesn't mean I have to forget what I had.
Exactly. That begs the question too, when you recognize, when you have a client that is invested in the coaching process, they're with you, they're ready for that work. What would you say is kind of the first step? Do you have a first step that you typically take in your sessions where you're working through something first? Is there something that you have your clients do that have this kind of experience of loss first as a first step through their coaching journey?
Uh, I like to ask them about their marriage, and how was that, and how did they meet, and sort of revisit that journey with them.
Mhm.
And then as far as moving, once they've shared that, uh, you know, reassuring them that that is part of who they are, that wonderful story that they had doesn't have to end. It's something that's
Mhm.
always going to be locked in their heart. And as far as moving forward, some people feel guilty, you might feel a little
Right.
guilty. They're not sure how to move forward. So I think it helps to, once again, embrace those emotions. It doesn't have to be a bad day. It could be just a sad moment. And
Mhm.
maybe they can journal, maybe they can meditate, or I suggest, getting together with people that adore and love you and are positive people.
Mhm.
Um, so doing some things that are healthy for you, to start thinking about, what makes me happy, what used to make me happy, or what are some things I'd like to try,
Right.
small goals that are achievable for them to start
Mhm.
to smile again, and maybe
Right.
call an old friend and have lunch, so it's little things
Yeah.
like that.
Start with the connections around you that are meaningful
Yes.
and that are consistent and that really make you feel grounded in the experience. And one thing that I love that you said too, that I don't want to let go of, is that you have an opportunity to meet a variety of different people and be attracted to, maybe not today, but be attracted to so many different personalities.
True.
And I love that. Do you find that you have clients that have that aha moment where they realize, okay, I don't have to move into right away I'm in a relationship, but I get to learn about what's actually out there and maybe learn more about myself. Do you have that experience with your clients at some point?
Yes, yes, I do. Where they've now discovered that, gee, I never thought I would like jogging, and now I've tried something new. I didn't do
Yes.
this with my previous partner, but, or
Mhm.
fishing, or, international travel. Maybe they were more, just local travel type folks. And so they're starting to explore some new avenues with new partners, and recognizing that it's exciting to have new ventures, new
Right.
things to discover with a new partner, and
Mhm.
it's okay. It's
Right.
it's a new juncture too.
Yeah.
So maybe not necessarily raising a family at this point, depending on where they're at in their journey. But yeah, it's exciting to
It
meet
is.
new people and learn new things. Yeah.
Exactly. That self-exploration thinking cap, I
Yeah.
think maybe takes a little pressure off of the idea that I have to, like you said, replace or move on or forget about, I think that doesn't have to happen. And learning how to do both, which is play and learn and grow and evolve as a human being through those encounters, also can be true that you maintain memories and experiences of treasures that happened previously. Both can be true. Both
Yes.
can be true,
So true.
right?
And I think
Yeah.
it's nice to be able to share that with a new partner.
Yes.
That's part of your past,
Yeah.
and I think that most people want to learn about, where did you grow up, or, when you were married, what were some things that you did, and how
Mhm.
was that marriage, so on and so forth. So I think that's healthy to be able to share that, maybe share a
Right.
photo or two, at some point. And it just makes you who you are, and I think that's so
Right.
special. You know,
Yes, our experiences make us who we are. I think we have to hold on to that.
absolutely.
So yeah, I think that while loss and grief, all of that is painful and it is something that we have to work through. And we have to feel all of those feelings of, sorrow and sadness, but we also get the chance to repair and we also get the chance to connect and love again. And Dawn, I so appreciate the work, especially that you do with your clients. And that is the path that I think so many go on with you that are really ready for the work, that are really ready to heal and find love again or find a connection or companion,
Yes.
whatever it is, right?
Yes. Yes.
So I thank you so much, Dawn. This
You're
has been
welcome.
so wonderful. I love chatting with you.
I do too.
And for anybody out there that is interested in our matchmaking services, we invite you to visit the Matchmaking Company website at matchmakingcompany.com. You can also find more information about us on the description below. And of course, as always, if you enjoy this video and you want a lot of really great information, give us a thumbs up and also subscribe, and we will deliver more content on a weekly basis. So we hope to see you then. Thank you again, Dawn.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.